Hi, and welcome back to another episode of CQURE Hacks. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how NTLM relay attacks work and what happens when NTLM is disabled. We start on the domain controller, checking the group policy. We look at the setting, network security, restrict NTLM, NTLM authentication in this domain. As you can see, it is currently set to disable. Now, on our attacker machine, Kali Linux, we will launch the tools. First, we start Responder. Next, in a second window, we set up the NTLM relay with the in-bucket NTLM relay X tool. The tool initializes its servers and it's ready for the attack. Now, we are going to run the //test /123 just to trigger it. There we go. Back on Kali, we immediately see the relay succeed. The tool reports a connection and authenticates to the target as secure administrator. That credential can be used for further actions. Now that we have it, let's try the connection. Let's see what we found. As you can see, we have 1101. And we can pull full details about the host listed. That lets us to see what privileges we currently have while leveraging this attack. In this context, we can also simulate connections to those hosts. Now, whenever we are going to get in here, as you can see many poisoned responses, those are expected in verbose mode. Now we return to the domain controller and enforce a much stricter policy. We change restrict NTLM authentication in this domain from disabled to deny all. Then NTLM version 2 will not be in place. Okay, so let's quickly apply the policy, then test whether these attacks still work so you can see the real-world effect. On Kali, we restart our attack. First, Responder is relaunched, and then the NTLM Relay X tool is started again, ready to catch and relay authentication attempts under the new policy. We are waiting for these authentications to happen so that we can grab that response. Yep, we can do the same part. So //test /12345, whatever. All right. And there we captured the authentication attempt, but the initial authentication to the target failed. So at this point, we no longer have the ability to authenticate using NTLM. If we try to test with an SMB netexec using the captured credential, for example, supplying the captured password, the attempt fails. The target returns status not supported. But if we do check it with the Kerberos, as you can see, we've got the possibility to get in. So at the end, yeah, it really depends on how we are doing this spray, like how that activity is processed. And at the end, you've got the possibility to compare what does it mean to have the NTLM disabled or not. Ultimately, this deprecation is about gathering information on which sources, applications, and services still rely solely on NTLM version 2. That's the key issue. Basically, we can add exceptions, and those are applied directly within the policy. And just for reference, this was a quick introduction, because many people are concerned about one key question: how do we actually phase out NTLM version 2? As you can see, the process is fairly simple, but of course, don't forget that monitoring component. That's crucial once you apply it in the field. All right, if you are interested in this topic and want to dive deeper, our team has prepared a dedicated document, NTLM Phase Out Guide in Active Directory Environments. So you will find the link in the description, and I definitely encourage you to check it out. Thank you so much for watching CQURE Hacks. Hopefully you enjoy the content. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow what we do in social media.